In this video, I am going to simplify these expressions with rational exponent. Let's start off with the first one, which is 27 to the power 2/3. I could rewrite this thing as 27 to the power 1/3 square. Why can I do that? Remember the rule, a to the power mn is equal to a to the power m raised to the power n. So basically, if you're raising an exponent to another one, you just multiply the exponents. That's about it. Now, look, cube root of 27 is, 27 to the power 1/3 is actually cube root of 27. So this is like cube root of 27 square. Now, let's go ahead and simplify it further. Cube root of 27, it will be such a number when we multiply the number with itself 3 times we get 27, and that number is 3 because 3 times 3 is 9, then 9 times 3 is 27. So it's going to be 3, cube root of 27 is 3, then don't forget the square, 3 square, which is, by the way, 9. Now let's go ahead and simplify the next one, which is b. 16 to the power negative 3 over 4. I'm just gonna do this, rewrite it as 16 to the power 1/4 to the power negative 3. Again, I have used this rule. A to the power m raised to the power n is a to the power mn. Okay? Now, 16 to the power 1/4 is, by the way, 4th root of 16. Then the whole thing raised to the power negative 3. Now remember, 4th root of 16 will be such a number when you multiply the number with itself 4 times you get 16, which by the way is 2, because 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So it's going to be, so let me just write one more step, 2 to the power 4, negative 3. Now this 4 and this 4th root is going to cancel, that's going to give you just 2 to the power negative 3. Now 2 to the power negative 3 is, by the way, 1 over 2 cube. Why? Remember the rule, a to the power negative m is 1 over a to the power m. That's the definition. Now 1 over 2 cube is 1 over 8. And that should be your answer for part B. Now let's do part C, which is negative 16 to the power 2/3. Actually, negative 6 is technically negative 1 times 16 to the power 2/3. So negative is not under this exponent. So keep that in mind. So I can rewrite this as negative 16 to the power 1/3 whole square. Now negative 16 to the power 1/3 is cube root of 16. So actually I meant 16 to the power 1/3 is cube root of 16, not negative. So it's going to be cube root of 16. I have used the definition here. So here is the definition. Nth root of a number a is a to the power 1 over m. That's the definition that I have used. Now let me continue with this. So it's going to be the whole thing square. Now let's go ahead and simplify it further. I could write this as cube root of 16. I could write it as 8 times 2 whole square. Then I could break this down further to cube root of 8 times cube root of 2 whole square. And what rule have I used here? Nth root of AB is equal to nth root of A times nth root of B. In going from here to here, I have taken the term inside under the square and broken it down into 2. Now we know that cube root of 8 is 2. So it's going to be just 2. Then cube root of 2 is cube root of 2. Then whole square. Now that I could simplify further to negative 2 square. Negative is outside, so remember, so I'm distributing this square to the individual terms inside the parentheses. then cube root of 2 square. So negative is right in front, so 2 square is 4. Then this could be simplified a little further. It's going to be cube root of 4. Let me show you how I get this thing here. So cube root of 2 square is cube root of 2 times cube root of 2, which is, by the way, just cube root of 2 times 2, which is 4. That's how I get this. So this is what we get if we simplify this. Now lastly, let's simplify this d, which is 81 over 16 to the power negative 3 over 4. This I will simplify to the following: 16 to the power 1/4 to the power negative 3. If you multiply 1/4 by negative 3, you're going to get negative 3/4. Now 81, by the way, is 3 to the power 4, and 16, by the way, is 2 to the power 4, and the whole thing raised to the power 1/4, and again all of it raised to the power negative 3. Then I can simplify it further. It's going to be fourth root. So fourth root of 3 over 2 to the power 4. Because 3 to the power 4 divided by 2 to the power 4, I could write it as 3 over 2 to the power 4. And then whole thing raised to the power negative 3. Now look, 3 over 2 to the power 4 right here, and the fourth root. So they are going to cancel each other out. That's going to give you 3 over 2, just 3 over 2, and the whole thing to the power negative 3. Now I could simplify this further. It's going to be 1 over 3 halves to the power third. Why? Remember the rule, a to the power negative m is equal to 1 over a to the power m. So that gives me the following: 1 over, so this is a 3 cube over 2 cube, 3 cube over 2 cube, which, by the way, is 1 over 3 cube is 27 and 2 cube is 8. Now if I simplify it further, I'm going to get 8 over 27. As you know how to simplify this expression, the denominator just flips. And that's your final answer. So this is a lot of information here. If you are having difficulties understanding particularly C and D, just watch the videos again. It would be helpful. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.